Yo! What it's up? What it's good? Welcome to the Zone, Nell Zone. This is Nell, and we are live on our very first official multi-stream. Now I'm currently live everywhere. I'm currently live on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram of all places. Am I missing one? Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Kick, and I guess I'm missing a very important one. I guess it's not that important, right? I just said Twitch, YouTube, Kick, Instagram. Oh, of course, TikTok. How can I forget? We're multi-streaming in 5 different platforms for the very first time, and we're gonna watch a Nintendo Direct. Let's go! The hype is real, guys. Lots of prediction, lots of expectation. What are we gonna see in this Direct? That's the question. What are we gonna find? The Direct is about to begin very, very soon. It's gonna start in less than 15 minutes. What are your expectations? What are your predictions? I am incredibly hyped for this because this may very likely be the very last Nintendo Switch exclusive Direct. From now on, it will be Switch 2, or it's gonna be a mix of Switch and Switch 2. Of course, there are also indie worlds, but I'm pretty sure the indie worlds from now on are going to be on both Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 also. Like, just because Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna be like 4 or 5 times more powerful than the Switch, doesn't mean that it's not gonna have any indies. Like, indies need love too, you know? And a lot of indie games have been shaping me as a fan, and has made a lot of changes. I realize that this is a bit messed up. Let's fix this up. I knew something was off. There we go. Anyways, there's a lot of expectations when it comes to what may happen. At least for Nintendo Switch 2, but for Nintendo Switch 1, people are wondering what can they possibly bring now on a dying platform. You know, like Nintendo Switch has like a year and a half at best left. I mean, there is a lot of games, a lot of predictions, a lot of options that Nintendo can still come up with. We already know about Pokemon Legends ZA. The question is, are they gonna mention it in this Direct? Because they just mentioned it on the Pokemon Presents. They're probably gonna skip it, but if they mention it, it may be something brief. Maybe revealed a brand new Mega for the first time. The question is, it's kind of odd though. Like, why would they show it on the Nintendo Direct and not in the Pokemon Presents? In the Pokemon Presents, they mention existing Megas, but I guess they could just show something, a little snippet, like less than a minute long, of a new Mega, and maybe talk about oh wow, couldn't connect to it. It looks like I got disconnected. I hope I'm still connected. I can tell. He told me that he got disconnected and he's trying to connect. Okay, it all seems fine. Hopefully everybody on TikTok is still watching. Alright, sorry about that. I guess streaming on 5 different platforms can be a bit of an issue when it comes to like staying live. But we seem to be back on once again on 5 different platforms. So I hope it stays like this and there are no more issues, because I'm actually gonna watch a live video. Just to give you a bit of a snippet. This is what we're gonna be watching. This is gonna be all going live. So there is a lot of expectation. There is a lot of hype involved in this, and there is a lot of bits per second. The stream is gonna have to handle. So hopefully my internet is gonna hang in there, and it's gonna be great. By the way, I'm using T-Mobile. I'm using the 5G T-Mobile, and I am impressed by how well this is doing. Like, streaming in 5 different platforms once again. it could put a strain on a stream on a router, and this is a wireless router, so I'm impressed at how well this has been doing. And shout out to T-Mobile for doing such a great job. I mean, at first it wasn't doing so good. That's why I wasn't streaming that often, because my signal wasn't doing very well. But I upgraded to a new router that T-Mobile offered, and this new router is doing wonders. But once again, back to predictions and what to expect for the Nintendo Direct. Well, of course, there are indies, and the major one, which isn't even considered an indie because a lot of people love it and there's so much expectation towards it, Hollow Knight Silksong. For years and years and years, that game has been in development limbo, and people have been craving for that game. Oh, where is that game? Where is that game? It's gonna be announced in this direct. No, it's gonna be announced in the next one. And it's been like that for the last 4, 5, 6 years. I think it was in 2019 when they showcased gameplay in the Nintendo Treehouse. And since then, we haven't heard anything about it. The developers have been keeping hushed about it, and I think it's fine. Like, I mean, not really. I feel like it would be a good idea if they talk and saying that development is going fine. I don't know why they're being too quiet about this. I hope they didn't bite a bit too much than they can chew with this. And maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the time where they're finally gonna reveal it. 100% this game is gonna come on Nintendo Switch 1. I really doubt it's gonna skip it. It's been in development since 2019, before Switch 2 even like became nothing more than just a concept. Other games that could be announced are obviously the remasters of The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. They might mention both, but only one of them is coming out this year, for sure. If it's one, the other won't come out. People are saying that they're gonna be packaged together. I seriously doubt it, unless it's just a very light remaster of the games. But if it's going to be a remake, with updated graphics and updated quality of live changes, I really doubt both of them will come out this year. It will be one this year and one in the year after, because 2026 will still have Switch games. It may be the final year that Nintendo will develop games for it, but they're going to continue to do it, and they're going to continue to have games that are going to be available for both, because there's way too many people on Nintendo Switch. There is 150 million plus. It's about to become the best-selling console of all time. I don't even think the Switch 2 will be able to top that. I mean, it can if they do the same thing they did with Switch 1, which is having a very long generation, making it like 8 years or so. So like the Switch 3 will not come out until like 2033. But yeah, those two for remakes are not a bad idea at all. To be revealed, like they could have one with a more detailed trailer coming out maybe this summer. Maybe September. September seems to be a good Zelda game, you know? That's when they release the Link's Awakening remake, and that's also when they released the Echoes of Wisdom game. So I would say that's a good game for smaller Zelda games. I say smaller, but you know what I mean. Like, not the main Zelda game like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I would say that for maybe September or August, they can have either Wind Waker or Twilight Princess. And a couple of games that can be announced for the Nintendo Switch is a Mario Sports game. We haven't had a Mario Sports game in a while, and so far we've had tennis, golf, strikers. I think I'm missing some other. Does Mario Kart count? I don't know, but we've had like 3 of them, and there are 2 missing, which is baseball and basketball. I feel like those 2 games can be finally announced. Yeah, I have unstable internet service for TikTok, so I hope everything is going well on your ends. I hope it's all hanging in there. Luckily, TikTok can readjust the quality while it's live. I'm happy to see that. Let me see. There are no frame drops anywhere on Kick, on YouTube, or Twitch, so it's all fine. Yeah, like Mario Hoops or Mario Baseball are good additions. They could have one this year and one in the next one, so very likely we may hear one of those too. For other remakes, there is also two franchises that are pretty consistent in the last decade or so from Nintendo, and it is Kirby and Fire Emblem. So we may have a remake or even a brand new game, but if we're gonna have a brand new game, it is a lot more likely that we will get a new game from Kirby. A side scroller like Kirby Star Allies is a possibility, or we can have a remake. That's another possibility. Those are other two games that can be showcased here as a remake or remaster, and people will love it, and they could leave the brand new game for the Nintendo Switch too. Other option, which is one that like I haven't played, but I've seen gameplay of it and it looks really fun, is Kid Icarus Uprising, which is on the 3DS. Is it 3DS or DS? That game needs to be remade. Since it uses the touchscreen a lot, perhaps it's better for the Switch 2 exclusive. So there's a good chance that even if they don't mention it now, they can still mention it in the they can mention it on the Switch 2 Direct. It is possible, or they could make two versions: one that uses the mouse Joy-Con to play as a pointer and click, and a regular version on the Switch. I see Nintendo doing that. They got plenty of studios to work on all of these games. Yeah, I already covered Pokemon Legends ZA. I covered the Zelda games. I covered the Mario sports games. Those are like my, and Hollow Knight Silksong. Those are my main predictions for these games. Other than that, what else would it be? I feel like I'm drawing a blank on other predictions. Of course, there is a possibility of an old IP, very old IP that hasn't seen any action for decades. Like, what about Ice Climbers? What if they make a brand new Ice Climbers? It's not a big game. They could make it on Nintendo Switch 2 with like upgraded graphics, and like they could make it look incredibly pretty with really nice effects, and also have it released on the regular Nintendo Switch. Because Ice Climbers is a side scroller. I mean, it's, well, I wouldn't say a side scroller, it's more like a vertical scroller because you have to go up, and they could add a lot of options. You know, they could have they could be very creative, which is something Nintendo's really good at doing. They could bring back Excite Bike. That would be a pretty surprise. That would be exciting. Anyways, I know I'm dumb. Anyways, yeah, the direct is coming in 3 minutes, and the anticipation is getting high. And what else? What other old IPs should we have that hasn't seen an action in a very long time? Wave Racer. There is Wave Racer. Wave Racer is a pretty fun game. It can have a remake or a new title on the Nintendo Switch. That's a good option. There's also 1080 snowboard, I think it's called, or I don't know if it is a snowboard. It's a snow something. That game, it could be pretty interesting as well. I know there was this like open world skiing game that was promised on the Nintendo Switch. It was shown in the very first trailer and in the very first presentation, and it got cancelled. Like, Nintendo couldn't handle it. Nintendo Switch couldn't handle it. Perhaps Nintendo Switch 2 will. Either way, it won't be shown here, but they could have a new remake or a brand new game from 1080 snowboard or skiing, whatever it's called. There is Wave Racer. There is Pilot Wings. Pilot Wings is a game, it was a pretty small game, but that got quite a decent following. What else do we have here? Pilot Wings, Excite Bike, maybe Ice Climbers, maybe Balloon Fight. Who knows? Maybe they could make a new remake of these games because these are classics, you know? We are in T-1 minute. We are in the home stretch, so it's time to switch to the... There we go. We're about to go live. There we go. We're about to get started. Oh, I gotta close this. Yeah, that's how I was playing music. I had a separate YouTube tab. What? Sue me. Anyways, we're about to get this started. Should we do the countdown like it's the New Year's? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Why am I doing like this? Like it is freaking this is 10, not 5. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get started! Alright. I'm gonna start with a bang. Dragon Quest. Of course, there is a Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remake. I forgot about those. I literally have the third one right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I literally have it right there. Like, my cousin gave it to me for Christmas and I haven't even opened it. I'm definitely gonna be playing that game and all of those others. Gotta catch up on my backlog before Switch 2 comes out, you know? And look at how beautiful this game looks, man. HD 2D is such a good artistical concept. They need to make a Pokemon game with this art style as well, you know? I hope they don't spoil too much. Oh, that was cute. I can't wait to actually start playing these games. 2025. They still don't have a date. And of course, if you have a Switch 2, you'll still be able to play this.
Hello everyone.
It is fully backward compatible.
I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Takahashi-san.
Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
Nintendo Switch 2 dropped!
Please tune in for that.
They mentioned it! They mentioned Nintendo Switch 2!
What you
Ah!
just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake.
I can't believe they're
from
doing
Square
2
Enix.
directs back to back, like on a weekly basis.
Another
back
character
to back.
appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Escape from dire straits.
What is this?
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Help me! Please help me, Dante!
No sleep for Kaname Date? Or Kaname
Latest
Date?
entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special
Date,
agent
okay.
with a sophisticated AI called
Good thing I
Iris.
pronounced it right on the first try. It's like Kaname Date.
Your
It
mission
makes
is
sense.
to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth.
Not my cup of tea, but hopefully somebody out there is
Uncover
hyped for
what's
this.
hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the
That's a
Nintendo Switch
mouthful.
system July 25th.
Also, maybe this game date drops. If we see a gap maybe in June or May, that can give us a clue as to like where the Switch 2 might actually come out. What do we have here?
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD
Raido
graphics
Remaster.
and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside
center a little bit
demons
better.
as a
There we
devil
go.
summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's
Okay,
weak point,
action
then
RPG
follow
game.
up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies.
Oh, you can catch the
Demons can also
Pokemon.
be useful outside of battle. And their powers
Wait,
are
doesn't that
helpful in
demon that is
finding
behind them look
solutions
similar
during
like a demon that I
investigations?
saw in the Shin Megami Tensei trailer?
Guide Raido through a series of
Is this
strange
related to Shin
incidents
Megami Tensei? In any way?
as he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch
June 19th.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Could that be the date, guys?
Consume darkness. With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world, where you're greeted by a yellow
Oh
aura
yes,
known
this
as
game.
But who is this spherical stranger, moored in a mysterious, maze-like world?
Come
Your
on, get the
battle
Master
for
Sword.
survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world.
Buck, anybody has watched
By
ReZero?
examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before.
Wait, this is Pac-Man!
But
I just realized it's
the
Pac-Man.
creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When
I
facing
confused it with
opposing
another game that looked kinda
you and
similar,
Puck
but
can
like,
temporarily
okay.
fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks.
I don't like the transformation and how
By
irrelevant.
consuming your
Okay,
prey,
okay, I was
you
about to
collect
say.
resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities.
A side-scroller Pac-Man with Kirby's abilities.
Work to uncover Puck's true goal. And devour enemies to survive this cruel
Oh,
world.
that is cool.
Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man.
I think I saw this trailer on the Game Awards. That's where I saw it.
July 18th.
That game looks
Rhythmic
interesting.
march
I'm
begins.
keeping an eye on that game.
Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata 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 Pon advances them forward, while Pon Pon Pata Pon has them attack.
Okay.
And if you string
Oh,
together
that's kinda
combos
cute with
good
a,
timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power.
Okay.
From the horse riding Kibapon.
I like the sound-
to the
I like the
shield-savvy
soundtrack.
Tatepon. Build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum.
Is this a remake or remaster? It seems like this is a franchise
Read the
that already
Patapons and
existed.
March 4th, when Patapon 1+2
Replay.
launches
Yeah,
on
okay,
Nintendo
it is a
Switch,
remake.
July 11th.
Good morning, Juan! That one is a PSP
Welcome to
classic.
Zephyr Town.
Okay. Good to see
cozy
you now on
place
here.
Nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
Room Factory? Okay. Story of Seasons.
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this
First Farm
immersive
Simulator.
farming life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Oh, you must be the new farmer.
Tend to your farm while
Okay, they have
growing
voice
crops
acting
and
in this
caring
game.
for animals.
How about yours, Juan? How's everything? You made it just in time.
Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar.
I successfully was able to connect to YouTube, so I'm currently
As
live
bazaar
everywhere,
sales
including
grow,
YouTube.
You'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone.
And
Plus,
currently
taking
looking at
advantage of
the
Zephyr Town's
streams.
windy
Oh, every stream is
conditions
doing
can make
completely
travel
fine.
And other tasks
I was
a
lurking since you
breeze.
started. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you for coming through.
Here we go!
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Out of all of these announcements so far, we have one announcement in
Please
June
look
19th.
forward to the latest entry in the Story
But there
of
is nothing on
Seasons
June
series.
5th or June 12th. I hope it's not on June
Please take a
5th.
look
That's
at
the
this.
day that I come from a trip outside of the country. Take a look at this. There we go. I don't know why I thought of Metroid immediately. It is Metroid. Okay. I expected it to be at the end. Look at Samus in her glorious form. I like that transition to first person.
Is the unknown planet Vuros. Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center.
Oh, game looks beautiful.
In order to survive,
Retro
Samus
Studios,
leaves this
everybody.
planet that she was unexpectedly transported to.
It was in the game around in the year 2020. Nintendo announced that the game was being scratched, like they started from scratch. So yeah, technically it started
She's not
to.
alone, though.
They started development in
Hordes,
2020.
alien
They
creatures
restarted
living in
development.
the jungle are waiting to strike.
So it's been 5 years. Another game studios was developing the game and they switched to Retro Studios, and look what they're doing. Retro Studios are mastercrafts of game developing.
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
Ooh, okay, she's a psychic now.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms.
Long time. I mean, that's the cost of making a AAA game, you know. A high quality AAA
also
game
allow
will
her to
take
control
5
the
years,
trajectory
and now
of
even
her
more.
beams.
The more, the higher the quality of the games are, the longer it's gonna take to develop.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Shuntaro Furukawa talked about that. That it's a concern from Nintendo. Ooh, I like the design. Yo, this looks beautiful. But yeah, Shintaro Furukawa spoke about how complicated it's going to be and in the future to develop games, that it will take longer now.
Beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
2025. We still don't have a date. Okay, new suit? No, that's not okay. It is. Okay.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities.
Even indie games. Yeah, I mean, look at Hollow Knight Silksong.
Let's move on to some more headlines.
Ready to stir up some mischief? Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As
Okay.
the newest potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts
I can't believe they're
of
making a
strange
game
elixirs.
involving
Then
villains,
serve
Disney
them to
villains.
your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients.
Ever
to
since
produce some
Thanos and the
wildly
Joker,
wicked
people
creations.
like have seen
The
villains
potions
in a
you
new
make
light
will
now,
influence each
and
customer's
and a lot of
leading
these
to different
companies have been
outcomes
like
every
banking
time
on
you
that,
play.
going like, oh no,
Who
like
knows what
villains are no
mischief
like all
might
evil. Like
happen?
you have to understand their point of
Disney
view,
Villains
even if you
Cursed
disagree
Cafe
with them.
Launches on Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
later
Shadow
today.
Drop. First Shadow Drop of the day.
Summon a spellbinding adventure. Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts. During class,
Harry, you're a
use
wizard.
magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition.
Okay.
Or use the spells
Do you love
learned
Jesus?
to craft and sell original
I mean,
items.
who's Jesus?
Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together.
There's a
in
gardener
online
outside of my
co-op.
house called Jesus.
Explore this whimsical world on
Jesus
the
the
road
gardener?
to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a
Jesus
spellbinding
Christ?
journey?
I don't know the guy. I heard a lot of stories about him.
Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Action, adventure, and arcade games await.
Okay, let's see what we're gonna
Set
see
off
now.
On a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts. Then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
I kind of like the art style.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series. Titles
Imagine they
include
make a new Gradius. That's another Gradius or
Salamander.
Galaga.
Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with
Space
multiple
Invaders.
versions,
Imagine all of these
including
classic
ones from
games
different
having a
regions
remake.
and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
New entry. There we go. Speaking of
Gradius
that.
Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits.
Bro, that's
with
just
Celeste
hilarious.
Music Pack paid DLC.
Wait, that's Celeste. That's the
Be
main
on the
character
lookout
from
for more
the Celeste
DLC
game.
In the future. Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Second shadow drop of the stream.
Let's see what's in store. Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza. A brand
Oh
new
my
entry in the
god.
Tamagotchi Connection
People are
series.
about to blow up
There are
with this
stores
game.
galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist.
I know a lot of
Arrange
people are
coats
hyped over
at
this
the
game.
Afternoon tea shop.
There's lots of indie games characters.
12
Yeah, I
wonderful
recognize
stores
I
need
recognize
your
Celeste. That's who I recognize.
Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo
June
Switch
27th.
June 27th.
So we have something on June 19th. We have something on June 27th. Oh, they are talking about this new Mega. Show me a new Mega.
Welcome to Pokemon.
I'm surprised they're
Legends
talking
CA,
more about
a new
this.
title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3
Boo!
partner
How dare you
Pokemon.
boo this? This game looks
Settings
hype.
Metropolis.
Aside
It
from the
also appeared in
repeated
Pokemon X
windows
Pokemon
and
Y games. Lumio City.
JPEG
To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a
and
company
JPEG
named
buildings.
Quixartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here,
Was that Harry
we'll
Potter?
glimpse into the lives
That was
of
a hologram of
Pokemon
Harry
and
Potter.
people of Lumio City.
Yo, I realized that Malamar having a Mega would be badass.
Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments.
So the video
where wild
ended. No, the
Pokemon
video
can
hasn't
live
ended.
comfortably, even
Of course
within
not.
the city.
They're gonna have Takahashi-san
Pokemon here.
saying goodbye at the end of the stream, at the end of the presentation.
But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety.
Oh my god, the
Pokemon that
soundtrack!
live
You could hear the
outside
battle
battle
song
zones,
from
too.
X and Y.
Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
I really hope
People
that you
in
can still
Pokemon live
encounter
easygoing lives in
Pokemon
Lumio
and battle
City.
them outside of the battle zones.
But when night falls,
Oh.
the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers await in battle zones.
So all the battles
If you're
are gonna
spotted,
happen
they'll
in battle
challenge you to
zones.
battle.
It's super
Strike
effective,
first
okay.
Before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack.
Oh wow, you can actually you can actually sucker
Super
punch the
effective
trainers
move at the
too?
right moment is key.
Alright, this is so cool.
And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
There is a
Start at
timer.
Rank Z and work your way up to Rank A.
Okay.
Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted.
It looks nice.
Day and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered.
I still don't like the
What
way
will you
like
find on your
the
adventure?
buildings and like the
Pokemon
balconies
Legends
look.
ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
It's obviously gonna be in November. I mean, maybe
the aura
December.
transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover.
They should have shown a new Mega, unless I missed it. But I don't think there was no new
Please take
Mega.
a look at this.
Hello there. Boop. The game you're about to see, boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. Boop. You wanna see? Boop.
I mean, do I have a choice?
Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop.
It looks really simple, but I have the feeling that like as it goes.
It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky. Boop.
So the game is gonna be
Maybe you
like
could try it in time to a rhythm.
oh my god. I don't know how to feel about this
In
game.
this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Is that gonna be a challenge? Blindfold gameplay? Okay.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Oh, I've seen people talking about Rhythm Heaven in 2026. There we go, confirmation. Switch will continue to be supported in 2026. I've seen people on Twitter talking about Rhythm Heaven. So I know some people are definitely gonna like poof. They're gonna be very happy.
Do you think you'll hear?
I gotta be careful with the certain words that I have to say because I'm also live now on TikTok, so I have to be careful.
Next, we have news.
I have to
about the
try
use
to
of
be a
digital
little bit
games
more
on your
family
system.
friendly, if you catch my drift.
Please take a look.
Oh, I forgot to do the... Ah! Damn it, I'm gonna end the stream
Game
now.
Cards.
Yeah.
You can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system, and a Legend of Zelda game in this one. freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with.
You can
Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Okay.
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title.
Right. That's not that
Your
different
digital
though.
games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
I thought for a moment they were gonna tell us that we can download the games into a game card, into an empty game card. Loading on a second
If you
system.
have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual
Okay.
game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems.
Okay, now I see the
Local
point of this.
communication with your second
Allowing us to
system is
share
required,
digital
but only the
games.
first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards to your
This is
Nintendo account
great.
family group members.
Oh,
Connect to your family group members.
now my
system via
cousin
local wireless when
Catherine
you
can
want to
play
lend a game.
Slay the Princess.
Choose the title you're lending.
I
and
could
who you're
use
lending it
this
to,
and lend her the game digitally. This is great. This is
and
cool.
you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person.
That's
Games
fine.
can be
That makes
lent out
sense.
for 2 weeks.
Yo,
After which they
Nin-
will automatically return to you.
Game
Making
data will
digital
not be
games
erased.
Even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
Good job, Nintendo. This is good. This is a great
The
idea.
virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature
Nintendo Switch 2
planned to be
drop!
added to the
Ah!
system update in late April. Let's take a look at
In
more
April.
Nintendo Switch games.
This is the second time Nintendo Switch 2 name was dropped. What is this? Oh, highlight reel. Hey, I gotta talk over the music so I don't get copyrighted. Ha. Here we go. We have a shooting game with a brand new. I cannot freestyle, guys. I'm sorry. But we got. Okay, here we got a farm game. Civilization World Indie Style. Here we go. We have an Splatoon type of game with a lot of obstacles and you can jump around and you can beat other people. Yeah. We got Loose Lagoon in summer 2025. Oh, I actually like how this game looks, actually. Okay, we have Fantasy Life, The Girl Who Steals Time. I mentioned that in the last Direct last year. There we go.
Uncover history once more. An HD remaster.
I thought we
of
were
Saga
reaching the
Frontier
end.
2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
Saga
Meet
Frontier
Gustav,
2
the
Remaster.
Royal Heir, and Will the Explorer. 2 heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine
I am
across
so
generations
stuffed
in this
with
epic
RPG games right now. Like you can see right there, like there's 1, 2. I don't know if you can see others here.
Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world
All,
of
a bunch of
Saga.
those RPG games right there, bruh.
Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the Parameter Inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What history
And we got a
you
new
uncover
follower! Welcome to the street.
Saga
Thank you for the
Frontier 2
follow.
Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
My headphones aren't working right now. Can you
So
chat
wait.
instead? No, while I am watching this direct.
Across
I
this
could try to
series
put
of
something in the chat
beautiful puzzle
after.
games.
Well, thank you for the
Wander
follow,
through
Frosty
isometric
Hollow.
worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to
This is
unfold.
good, man. On my very
In
first
Monument
multi-stream, I was able to
Valley,
get
lead the silent princess
a follow.
Ida in
That's
her quest for
progress.
forgiveness
We're about to reach
while
150
outsmarting
followers
the
on Twitch.
enigmatic crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2.
Oh, thank you, Red One.
Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood.
I just realized
as
one.
she and
Maybe
her child
maybe you should be
unlock the secrets of the
maybe I should put you as a
sacred
mod
geometry.
if you are
Both
willing
games
to
contain
accept.
all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first two Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Okay, this game is coming in a couple of weeks. I missed
Help
most of
Noor
it
on her
though.
journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Okay, so this is definitely an established franchise. Oh, what do we have here?
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim, time your button press just right, and take your shot.
Nice shot.
Will this be better than Mario Golf?
Backspins, side spins, and other special shots. In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course.
Oh, okay, so it's like a Mario
Four
Kart but
golfers
for
can hit the
golf.
fairway
Interesting.
together locally or in online play.
Are they gonna have
So
motion
just
controllers?
relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year. Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up two heroes from the roster of 15,
Okay, a
and
beat 'em
bring the
up
likes
Marvel
of the
game.
Spectacular Spider-Man and the
Wait, this
ferocious
looks
Wolverine
good.
to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces.
I hope they have I hope they have a big roster.
An amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of two at any time. Take advantage
I
of
just
your
got
team's
reminded of the
strengths to
Teenage Mutant Ninja
overwhelm
Turtle
your
games that I
foes.
played. That game was
Plus,
fun.
Up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play.
Oh, imagine the chaos that is playing multiplayer with 4 people.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo
Shadow
Switch
Drop?
system this holiday.
Okay, holiday for PS2.
That was Marvel
No
Cosmic
idea.
Invasion, where you'll battle
But this is a
tag
Marvel
team
game,
of
so very
different
likely it's
superheroes.
coming for
Next
all of them.
is our last game announcement.
Okay,
Please take a look.
Hollow Knight. I mean, it's not gonna be a third-party game. Miiverse? I see a lot of Miis.
How refreshing.
Yeah, this might be Miiverse.
Hiya.
There's gonna be a lot of sound effects and emotes, of course. They need to like make it big. Tomodachi Live!
Living the dream.
Oh, this is Tomodachi Live. Okay, people are gonna explode. People are going to explode. 2026. This is the big one. I know specifically somebody on Twitter that is gonna be incredibly happy about this.
Did you want to talk?
Okay, Attack on Titan. Eren Yeager.
Glad that was only a dream.
So people can
That
dream
was
about.
Tomodachi Life,
People can
Living
have
the Dream.
random
The
dreams.
first new entry in the series.
Oh wait, it's called
over
Living the
10
Dream.
years.
Okay.
In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have?
Yo, this game is blowing
We're
up.
looking forward to it.
That game was for 3. Yes, and a lot of people have been asking about Tomodachi Life.
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. So
Okay, there was some good announcement. There was some good announcement. Let's
Final
go.
Announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch.
I'm surprised to
Thank
see
you all
Shigeru
very
Miyamoto
much.
here.
We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content.
No Mario,
about
no new
Nintendo
Mario,
games
no
and
new
characters
Zelda.
every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
Oh, Nintendo Switch 2 drop for the
news
third time.
about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Okay, so it's just a
Anyone
news
with a
app.
Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.
All right. Good, good, very good. Very good direct. There was some interesting in the Tomodachi Live. I know people I know Twitter is gonna freaking crash. Like social media is gonna crash over that game. Who needs Miiverse now? Tomodachi Live seems like a much better option, and hopefully it's gonna be very expansive. They're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna be able to interact with each other, emote each other, and have a bunch of different sound effects. They can do so much with this game. I don't even think Animal Crossing is needed at this point. Tomodachi Live is gonna do a lot of its work, and it's gonna be used a lot. Yeah, so that was a pretty good announcement. There is also the Pac-Man game that was announced in the earlier in the direct. That was a pretty interesting game. That side-scroller game caught my attention. And also the fact that now you can have digital cards and that you could share it with friends, share it with people in your account. That is an amazing idea. I am so glad that they enabled this. I can literally lend this game to anybody that is in my account and they can all play these games. That is great, and it's gonna work with Nintendo Switch 2 as well. So this is amazing. This is amazing. They were I was paying a lot of attention to the release dates for these games, and there were no announcements for June 12th. Is June 12th a Friday? Let me check real quick. June 13th. There is June 13th, June 6th. The day after that game, I forgot which one it was, that comes out on June 19th. It's on a Friday. It's June 20th. So it could come out on June 20th. It could come out on June 27th, because I don't think there was an announcement for June 27th. And yeah, this was very interesting. Shall we watch a quick replay of this? Okay, so here are all of these announcements. There's a lot of announcements here, actually. Let's watch this real quick on the Nintendo channel on YouTube. Shadow Labyrinth. This is the game that, this is the game that caught my attention a lot. Raido seems like an interesting game, but right now I am stuck with RPG, so I can't pay attention to that. Patapon looked like a very like mediocre game at first. I'm like, what is this? But then the game started like expanding, and it started showing better soundtrack, and they started showing all the different art styles, and it kind of grew up on me. Like, it's not bad. It's not a bad game. Story of Season. I know I've heard of Story of Seasons quite a bit in the past, so I know this has their fan base. Like, there is still a lot for Nintendo Switch, and there were a couple of announcements for 2026, which is the Tamagotchi Plaza and the Tomodachi Life. Both of those games are coming out in 2026. So Switch is going to continue to be supported. There was no Mario and no Zelda, which it's a bit disappointing. I really thought there would be... I mean, I didn't expect a Mario per se. I expected a Mario spin-off, like Mario Hoops or Mario Baseball. Perhaps Nintendo abandoned the idea of making new sports games because Mario Tennis Aces did not sell well. Neither did Mario Golf. None of those, those two games and Mario Strikers, they did not sell well, and I feel like they need to have a Mario sports games that's going to have all of those combined. I think that's the way to go. Maybe they'll do that for the Nintendo Switch too. Sell it for $70. That's pretty fair. Or sell it for $70 and don't have all the sports, and then have another sport as a paid DLC. I don't know. It's not a bad idea. Like $20 per game. Because none of those games are worth $60. I bought Mario Tennis and it was fun and all, but it's definitely not worth $60. The virtual game card, that was quite the announcement. The virtual game card is something really, really good. I can literally send this to my cousin so she can play Slay the Princess, which is a really, really fun game that I've been playing with the family. Of course, there is Pokemon Legends ZA. They talk more about the game and what the game is about. I'm surprised they mentioned it here. I already thought they were gonna drop a new Mega here, but it's not Pokemon Presents. Like, they need to keep those reveals for Pokemon Presents. Gradius Origins, that's good for retro gamers. They're gonna enjoy this. Plus, there is a brand new Salamander game, I think it was. That's pretty good. The Eternal Life of Goldman. I gotta see this because I kind of missed it out. Like, I missed out on this. But once again, Frosty Hollow, thank you for the thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. He didn't reply anymore. I don't know if he was still listening. I hope he didn't unfollow and left. All right. I like the art style. I like the animations in this game. I'm liking this. I'm sorry, I'm liking this. Hold on. This game is beautiful. I am interested in this a lot. When is the date? Where's the Nintendo Direct again? You're gonna upload it? What are you waiting for? There's the Nintendo Today. I guess I'm gonna have to wait a bit. I mean, I can always check here. Where is it? Where is it? Is this it? No, it's not. I am looking for that game. That game was very interesting. I think they talked a bit more about this, but I was kind of talking over it.
enemies. You
I can't find it. I can't find it. It would be a lot easier if it was uploaded, you know, on the like if the direct was uploaded on the channel. Is it up? Let me see. Show me the direct. Not yet.
once upon a time.
Where are you? Where are you? Okay, I see Pokemon Legends here. Where did I see this? I can't find it. Story of Seasons, okay. New support features, that's not what I want to see. Is this it? Did I find it? No. I can't find that game. But yeah, this game flew by very quickly. I don't see it there. It doesn't. I can't see it. I don't know when they're gonna post the direct. Whatever. The Eternal Life of Goldman. That's the game. That's the name of the game. I don't see it here though. Where the heck is it? Because they talked a bit about this, I believe. Found it. There we go.
Celebrate the 40th Magical Archipelago. Switch this holiday. Action, adventure, and arcade games await.
This is what I wanted to see.
On a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with
I'm glad I watched the full trailer. Like, the full trailer was longer than this. Wait, once again, let me not talk over myself.
Then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
It's coming out this holiday. Okay. Okay, good to know. Good to know. But yeah, out of all of these announcements, the Eternal Life of Goldman caught my attention. Tomodachi Life, like, it may not be my cup of tea, but if enough people are getting this game, if enough people are like mingling and playing around and like being goofy and stuff, I might bite the bullet on this. It is coming out next year, so by then I should be able to finish with a lot of these games that I have yet to finish. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 are other games that I might be getting as well. I already got the 3, so I might as well get 2 and 1, you know? And these Dragon Quest games are not chronological. Like, each game is a different storyline, so it's I mean, as far as I don't know if maybe 1 and 2 specifically are a continuation. Maybe Dragon Quest 2 is a continuation of the first one, maybe. But I know for a fact that like a lot of these Dragon Quests are like story exclusive with their own main characters. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Any other games here were not really like my cup of tea, but I know I I've heard of a lot of these names of these games, and they also look like they have a lot of remakes and remasters. So these are from like franchises that have been known for a while. But yeah, that's about to be it about that's about to be it for this stream. Thank you everybody on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Kick, Twitch. Thank you so much for watching. This was really fun. This direct, I will give it a solid, I will give it a 7.5. Mainly because of there were a couple of games that caught my attention. To be honest, a Nintendo Direct is not meant to have everything. For like, you're not supposed to like everything. They're supposed to show a variety of games that will reach a wider audience. So of course you're not gonna like some of the games that are being announced here because they're not meant for you. They're meant for other people because we're all different people. But I like the Eternal Life of Goldman game. That game caught my attention. The Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake. I like that game as well. I'm gonna keep an eye on the Tomodachi Life as well, and of course the fact that like you have virtual game cards that you could like trade to others. That is a great announcement, and yeah, it almost reminds me of the days of the DS and 3DS, where like you could download your game from another person and like so in order to play multiplayer. Now this is different. This is like a full game, and you got 14 days to finish that game. And their save files are gonna remain safe. This is great. But anyways, that is it for today's stream. So once again, everybody on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, thank you so much for watching. And to my follower, what is his name? Frosted Hollow 46. Thank you for the follow. I hope you stay followed after you left. I don't know. But anyways, before I leave, Red One, would you like to be a mod? You didn't like really give me a response. If you're interested, I cannot like I'm using the multi-chat and I cannot look closely at your emote, so I don't know what your emote entails, what it means. But would you like to be a mod? All right. I'm gonna add you as a mod as soon as I finish the stream in a bit. But to everybody else, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.